Hi, and welcome to the delayed market alert for Tuesday, the 5th of November. Apologies for the delay. I'll spare you the detail, but so let's get on with what's in the news and have a look at the markets from yesterday. So yesterday, the penultimate day before the US election, stocks mostly suffered marginal losses amid Trump trade unwind and pre-election caution. And the closest election in history, the current US presidential polling averages have Trump 48.5 and Harris at 48.5. Literally a tie. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Bonds, Bitcoin on skids as traders take profits on Trump bets. So again, we're just going to have to wait and see. I've got to make a guess. I would say it was going to be Harris personally, and I'll spare you the detail of why. But there's precedent from the previous election. Economic news today, well, obviously the most important thing is this presidential election. That's all day and over till obviously tomorrow morning we'll find out the result. Final services PMI and services ISM PMI also out at 3 p.m. Not that it'll make much of a difference as we get into the US election. It should become very quiet. It's been quite volatile this morning, as it's currently 5 minutes to 11 as I'm recording this alert. But let's kick off and have a look at the market yesterday, and we'll start off with the Dow. So in the Dow yesterday, we can see that prices were moved lower, but overnight they're coming back. So as it said in the headlines, maybe there was just people squaring their positions ahead of today's US election and getting out. You can see this certainly yesterday afternoon, but we did get a bounce. And that obviously has been consistent with the pattern that we've seen for the last couple of months, where the market's been moved higher in the pre-market using the futures and then sold off, as you can see there during the actual trading session. But overnight and into mid-morning, you can see the market's currently sitting on the DP for the Dow. It hasn't moved a great deal at all. Let's have a look at the DAX. And in the German DAX, the market testing that 78% retracement yesterday, sideways to higher as I'm recording. 30-minute chart will show you more of this, but let's look at yesterday first. Market down to the close. Found support, retraces 78-89% retracement now. I'll just draw that in for you from there to there. And you'll see bang on 89% before prices then move lower. We're also below the 200 MA there. So prices moving lower through the rest of Monday's session there. A bit of a bounce there, but then continuing lower with the Dow. During this morning, the market sold off sharply to find support to the left and has then moved higher. We got just within a smidgen there of yesterday's low, which you can see with climatic volume. Prices then moving back up. And then in the last half an hour or so, we've seen prices move back and now trying to get back above the DP there. In the S&P 500, the market down as well yesterday, sideways at the moment. 30-minute chart for yesterday. Again, you can see that sell-off, but finding support at the moment because obviously there'll be news changing every minute and they probably think that Harris is going to win, which will be preferable for the market, I would have thought. As there's no change then in the regime that we've currently got, is there? So, or the US have got, I should say. So, the FT 100 also moving up. It looks like Reeves has got away with the sell-off at the moment. And in the 30-minute chart there, you can see prices moving back to the upside there as well during the morning. Yesterday, the market selling off and giving up its gains. US dollar is still sideways to lower. It managed to rally back yesterday, but overnight prices are lower there. So let's have a look at the metals. And starting off with silver, you can see yesterday market down, up on the overnight. There's your slam for yesterday in the 30-minute chart. Let me just reset this chart so that we can see. Don't know why it's not giving us a bigger view of that, but let me just sort that. There we go. So yeah, we can see that prices are recovering overnight. Yesterday they were slammed to the downside to Friday's low, and they've retested yesterday's low as well overnight. Meanwhile, gold is sideways to higher as well. It's going to be certainly a safe haven if either one gets in, to be honest with you, it's going to continue to move to the upside. Again, yesterday they used the shakeout, and then overnight they decided to shake out and buy as a hedge, I suspect, and prices moving back to the upside there. In the gold-silver ratio, yesterday, obviously silver under pressure, moving back to the upside, but today, so far, moving to the downside, which means that the silver price is being allowed to move higher. Let's have a look at yesterday's trades before I finish off. So yesterday morning, prices down towards the close in the pre-market session. Then we get into the trading session. Market sideways, which you'd expect in the penultimate day before the election. We had a buy signal that traded up to the scalp and the 200 MA before it found a problem. And then prices sideways with the first sell signal there not being filled, as there were 3 bars that it wasn't filled in. And then prices moving down to the scalp and then sideways, again consistent with what you'd expect to see. Another scalp, market trading up to the 200 MA stopping. Then we get the market turning sideways, and we get a potential sell and a potential buy in the around 9:30. The sell wins, but actually ends up losing. When I mean buy win, it wins on being filled, but then loses as the market turned around and moved back up, and then we managed to break out. Of course we do, sort of mid-morning, which is it seems to be the case at the moment. Prices then drift back, and then we get into the afternoon session. I forgot to change the clock, even though I'd reminded everybody else in the email yesterday. So we move on to the Dow opening and prices moving lower. And then I'll change the time in a moment. I actually remembered, so you'll see this. There we go. So now we're actually got the time set correctly. And then we had a potential buy, which, if I recall, moved higher, past the DP, and then moved back as the Dow recovered a bit. And then this one failed. Prices just came back as the Dow weakness continued, moving prices lower there. So this brings us up to speed and where we're at. Like I say, I just wanted to get something out. Obviously this afternoon is going to be interesting, and also this evening as the results come in. They started to come in, and also showing a tie as well. So it's going to be a tricky one, that's for sure. Okay, that's it for this one. Again, apologies for the delay, but all sorted and ready for action tomorrow morning. So with that, have a great day. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.